Is Justin still in love with Selena? Are Justin and Hailey heading for a breakup? Did Selena's engagement break Justin's heart? Is Hailey pregnant? Or is there trouble in paradise? Why is Justin suddenly silent on social media? Is Jelena's drama far from over? Is Justin hiding a dark secret? Are Justin and Hailey living separate lives? Will Justin's next album reveal all? Is Justin falling back into old demons? Did you know Justin Bieber went from a shy YouTube kid to the most talked about celebrity heartbreak of a generation, all before he turned 30? But what if I told you his most explosive drama isn't just about music, but love, betrayal, and a marriage on the edge? Today, we're diving deep into Justin's wild rise, his toxic love triangle with Selena and Hailey, and the secret cracks threatening to shatter everything. You won't believe what's really happening behind the scenes. But before we start, what's your take? Is Justin still secretly in love with Selena? Or is his marriage to Hailey doomed? Drop your hottest theory in the comments. The most shocking guess gets pinned. Born March 1st, 1994, Justin's early life looked normal enough. Hockey games, school days, family dinners. But everything changed in 2007 when a shy 12-year-old started uploading cover songs to YouTube. Those innocent videos? They were pure magic, catching the eye of Scooter Braun, then a nobody in the industry. One click, one call, and suddenly Justin was uprooted to Atlanta, thrown headfirst into the ruthless world of pop stardom. By 2009, his debut My World hit the shelves. Then came My World 2.0 in 2010, and with it, the unstoppable anthem Baby. The video racked up over 800 million views by 2011, and the army of Beliebers was born. Teen girls screamed, magazines flipped, awards stacked up. He was breaking records left and right, becoming the youngest artist since Stevie Wonder to claim multiple #1 hits. At just 16, he was nominated for his first Grammy. The world was his oyster, but the glitz masked a mounting storm. Behind the scenes, Justin was drowning in pressure. Endless tours, relentless paparazzi, sky-high expectations, things no teenager should endure. The pressure cooker exploded fast. By 2011 and 2012, cracks were impossible to ignore. Late-night parties, viral meltdowns, and shocking outbursts flooded the internet. The boy who once sang in his basement was now caught in a public spiral, battling the dark side of fame under an unforgiving spotlight. Justin shot to superstardom at warp speed, but when you ignite fame this fast, the burn can be brutal and unforgiving. He was about to learn the hardest lesson of all. When global pressure meets stardom, the crash is inevitable. Coming up next, arrests, panic attacks, and a health breakdown that would haunt him for years. Buckle up, because this ride gets wild. From global icon to tabloid punching bag, Justin's rise was nothing short of legendary. But what came after? Even more jaw-dropping headlines, arrests, public meltdowns, scary health scares. It wasn't just fame that broke him, it was everything surrounding it. The first major public misstep, 2013, Amsterdam. Justin visits the Anne Frank house. Instead of a moment of respect, he signs the guest book with the words, "Anne Frank would have been a belieber." The internet exploded. Historians called it tone deaf. Fans felt betrayed, and the once polished teen heartthrob's image shattered in seconds. But the drama was just getting started. Flash forward to January 23rd, 2014, Miami. Justin, just 19, is pulled over for drag racing through quiet residential streets in his flashy yellow Lamborghini. He's under the influence. His mugshot explodes across every headline, viral in minutes. Charged with DUI, resisting arrest, and driving without a valid license, his fall from grace hit the front pages hard. The court slapped him with mandatory anger management. The world watched the perfect pop star unravel in real time. Then came the meltdowns on tour, the paparazzi attacks, canceled interviews. In 2015, a notorious moment unfolded in Norway. Justin storms off stage mid-show because fans refused to let him mop up water. That same year, cameras caught him flipping off fans and throwing tantrums like a spoiled brat. He later confessed feeling like a zoo animal, trapped and suffocated by fame. But the critics, they weren't having it. To them, he was spoiled, entitled, and wildly unstable. Then came the moment Justin could no longer hide the truth. In 2019, the superstar broke down online in a raw, heartbreaking confession. He opened up about battling crippling depression, anxiety, and addiction. He admitted to abusing Xanax and drowning himself in wild parties, all in a desperate attempt to numb the crushing emptiness inside. In his own words, "I was dying inside." His 2020 docuseries seasons peeled back the curtain like never before, revealing how fame had stunted his emotional growth. Millions of adoring fans surrounded him. But real peace? That was nowhere to be found. Fame wasn't just a spotlight, it was a drug, and it nearly destroyed him. As if the mental scars weren't enough, his body began to betray him too. In 2020, Justin stunned fans by revealing he'd been fighting Lyme disease and a severe case of mononucleosis. The exhaustion, the constant brain fog critics scoffed at as laziness, it was his body screaming for help. But the nightmare wasn't over. In June 2022, Justin dropped a chilling video explaining he had Ramsay-Hunt syndrome, a rare neurological disorder that left half his face paralyzed, one side frozen, one eye unable to close. It wasn't just a career crisis, it was terrifying. He was forced to cancel the Justice World Tour indefinitely. The world was devastated, but Justin, he was shattered. In the darkest moments, Justin found an anchor: faith. Christianity, therapy, and his wife Hailey Baldwin, who stood firmly by his side, became his lifelines. Together, they helped him claw his way back from the edge. He said it straight from the heart. "God didn't give up on me, even when I gave up on myself." It was a new beginning, a fragile rebirth after years of chaos. But just as Justin was clawing his way back, another storm was quietly gathering on the horizon. Forget the usual tabloid noise. Forget fleeting celebrity flings. This was the love story that defined a generation. Jelena, Justin Bieber, and Selena Gomez. Their relationship wasn't just headline fodder. It was epic, toxic, emotional, poetic, and utterly devastating. It all began in 2010. Rumors swirled like wildfire until finally it was confirmed. Justin, barely 16, and Selena, 18, were officially a couple. Paparazzi caught them stealing kisses on tropical getaways, locking hands on red carpets, and sparking a frenzy among fans worldwide. The world watched in awe as they became the king and queen of pop culture, a perfect teenage fairy tale. But fairy tales rarely last. By 2012, the cracks started to show. Distance, fame, relentless cheating rumors, and explosive fights on tour tore at the edges of their picture-perfect image. They broke up, then got back together, then broke up again. Over and over. Fans were left dizzy, desperate for answers. Were they truly still together? Or was this all a carefully choreographed media stunt? Or worse, were they trapped in a toxic emotional roller coaster neither could escape? When the final split came in 2014, the gloves came off, but not in interviews or press statements. Instead, they poured their pain into music. Justin unleashed "What Do You Mean?", "Sorry," and "Love Yourself," songs dripping with regret, apology, and unmistakable shade aimed right at their fractured past. Then Selena fired back. "The Heart Wants What It Wants" was her raw, aching confession. A heartbreak anthem that shattered the silence. But it was 2019's "Lose You to Love Me" that landed the ultimate knockout blow. The song was brutal, haunting. She practically dragged him across a piano with every word. Fans were absolutely convinced it was about Justin, and the timing was brutal. It dropped just months after he shocked the world by marrying Hailey Baldwin. And then the war exploded. Beliebers versus Selenators. Social media lit up with trending hashtags like #Justice for Jelena and #Hailey is over party. This wasn't just fandom anymore, it was full-blown battlefield. People took sides like it was a war zone, essays were written, TikToks flooded timelines, hate campaigns erupted. Through it all, Selena mostly stayed quiet. Hailey posted cryptic Bible quotes. But Justin, he poured gasoline on the fire. In 2016, he flaunted photos with then-girlfriend Sofia Richie. The comment sections flooded. "Where's Selena?" Justin fired back with shade. Selena clapped back even harder. "Selena on Instagram." If you can't handle the hate, stop posting pictures of your girlfriend, LOL. Justin's savage reply, I cheated. You were the one who used me for attention. It was savage, public, embarrassing. Screenshots of their brutal back and forth spread like wildfire. Their love story wasn't just personal, it had turned into a public spectacle no one could look away from. They tried once more in early 2018. Photos surfaced of cozy bike rides through LA, and for a moment, hope flickered. But by March, it was over. For good. That summer, Justin reconnected with Hailey, and within weeks, engagement. Within months, married. Jelena was officially dead. No closure, no answers, just silence. The breakup didn't just hurt Selena, it shattered her. She checked into a treatment center, battling anxiety and depression head-on. In her own words, I had to lose you to love me. When she returned in 2019, she was stronger, but fiercely guarded. But the fans, they never let go. Every time Justin sneezed, number Jelena trended again. Their ghost hovered over both fan bases like a haunting reminder. And the story, far from over. Then, December 11th, 2024, surprise. Selena drops a soft, intimate photo set from a picnic in LA with none other than producer Benny Blanco. Among the vintage Taco Bell wrappers and candid smiles, a Marquise diamond ring steals the spotlight. Caption? He said yes to forever. The internet gasped. Celebrities flooded the likes. And guess who else clicked like? Hailey Bieber. But no one was looking at Hailey. They were waiting for Justin's reaction. He stayed silent for months, until April 2025, when he finally posted a meme, Gollum clutching the One Ring. No caption, but the message, crystal clear. Fans knew he was trolling Selena's engagement. Selena didn't reply. Instead, weeks later, she dropped a new song, How Does It Feel to Be Forgotten? The lyrical shade was nuclear. Her 2025 album, I Said I Love You, first became a masterclass in lyrical daggers aimed straight at the past. And Justin, he's been unusually quiet. Publicly, he congratulated her. Privately, rumors say the words cut deep. This breakup never truly ended. Jelena wasn't just a couple. It was an era, an obsession, a wound that refused to heal. And now, that wound might be bleeding again, just as Justin's next act is about to explode. Just when we thought the Jelena saga had finally faded, boom, the internet exploded once more. This time, it wasn't Justin popping the question, it was Selena. And her choice of fiancé, even that felt like a shockwave. December 11th, 2024, Selena's Instagram carousel was moody, minimal, and haunting. A picnic blanket, a vintage Taco Bell wrapper, a handwritten poem, and the ring that stole the show. No caption, just a diamond emoji. The internet went into full meltdown mode. And why? Because the man in the frame, producer Benny Blanco, was once Justin Bieber's best friend. Yep, Benny wasn't just some random producer. He was a key player in Justin's 2015 album Purpose. They partied together, hit the studio, even showed up at church events side by side. But after 2018, radio silence. So when Benny and Selena announced their engagement, fans didn't just get shocked. They felt betrayed. And Justin, not a single word, no posts, no likes. But eagle-eyed fans noticed one glaring detail: he unfollowed Benny. Fast. Meanwhile, Hailey, she liked Selena's post twice. First on the main feed, then again in the comments with a simple but loaded heart. Fans were left scratching their heads. What was that about? Let's get real. The tension between Selena and Hailey has always been a low-key but simmering shadow behind their smiles. From copycat nails to tattoo comparisons to that infamous TikTok eye roll moment, these two have been locked in a silent but fierce feud fans can't stop obsessing over. And Justin, he kept his silence for about 3 months, but then, April 2025, he dropped a bombshell. A photo of Gollum from Lord of the Rings hunched over the One Ring. Caption, just one word, mine. One photo, one word. But the internet, it exploded. The message was clear. and fans lost it. Selena didn't reply publicly, but musically, she torched the internet. In May 2025, she dropped How Does It Feel to Be Forgotten?, a haunting ballad packed with lyrical grenades aimed straight at the past. No names were mentioned. But seriously, who else could she be singing about? Who else held that mic but Justin? The internet crowned it. Selena's final, fiery goodbye to Justin. What shocked everyone? The shift in the narrative. Between 2018 and 2020, Justin was riding the wave as the reformed guy. But now, the picture was changing. He was starting to feel petty. Hailey, once labeled the woman who stole him, suddenly looked like the one holding it all together. Meanwhile, Selena, she appeared healed, evolved, moved on. Then, June 2025 hit with a bombshell leak coming from someone close to Justin's team. It claimed that after Selena's engagement, Justin was emotionally shaken, refusing to write or record new music for weeks. But it didn't stop there. The insider revealed Justin was frustrated with Hailey's calm, composed reaction, accusing her of trying to play the good guy. Drama, drama, drama. It wasn't pretty. Rumors about cracks in the Bieber marriage had been swirling under the radar for months. But after Selena's engagement, fans started piecing it all together. Less public appearances as a couple, Hailey posting solo brand deals like a boss. Justin slowly disappearing from Instagram. Their once shiny fairy tale love story, now looking shaky, tense, filtered to perfection but cracking behind the scenes. Selena was moving forward, thriving. Hailey was holding the fort. And Justin, he was caught somewhere in the middle, haunted, watching, barely holding on. As Selena planned her wedding, Justin was losing the last thread of the past. It showed. What started as a love triangle turned into an emotional saga. A haunting silence settled over the Bieber household. And the storm? It was just beginning. Up next, baby rumors, cryptic interviews, and possibly the end. Just when fans thought it couldn't get more intense, early 2025 rumors exploded. Was Hailey Bieber pregnant? Social media was aflame with speculation. Baby bump sightings, cryptic Instagram posts, and subtle hints dropped in interviews sent the rumor mill spinning. Hailey stayed quiet for weeks, neither confirming nor denying. Meanwhile, Justin's followers flooded him with questions. Ready to be a dad? Baby Bieber incoming? The speculation was relentless. Behind closed doors, the cracks deepened. Hailey dropped rare, telling hints about trying to stay strong and finding peace in uncertainty. Justin's Instagram bio, a simple broken heart emoji. In a rare April 2025 interview, Justin opened up saying, "Sometimes I feel lost, like I'm fighting shadows, but family keeps me grounded." Fans read between the lines. Was he talking about Hailey or the ghosts of his past? By May, rumors darkened. Sources claimed the couple was living separate lives and struggling to communicate. Hailey was spotted without her wedding ring at public events. Justin was increasingly seen with friends, focusing on solo music projects. Music has always been Justin's confessional booth. His 2025 singles, Ghosts of Us and Echoes, drip with raw vulnerability, touching on loss, regret, and longing. Fans say these tracks tell the story of his fractured marriage, but they're also about Jelena, because with Justin, the past never truly fades away. Then, something telling happened. Justin went almost completely silent on social media. No posts, no stories, weeks of radio silence. In the age of nonstop oversharing, silence screams. Fans speculated, was this a mental health retreat, a cry for help, or a signal that things were worse than anyone imagined? The media didn't hold back. Headlines exploded across every platform. Bieber marriage crisis. Justin's darkest hour. Is this the end for the Biebers? Fan forums and social media exploded with wild theories. Some whispered that Hailey might have been pregnant and tragically miscarried, while others speculated Justin was slipping back into old demons, battling addiction once again. The rumor mill was relentless, churning nonstop. But here's the thing. Justin Bieber's story isn't just about heartbreak and drama. No, it's a roller coaster of faith, redemption, and resilience. Through every headline, every whisper, every scandal, he's been fighting to reclaim his life. Despite the chaos swirling around him, Justin doubled down harder than ever on therapy, faith, and spirituality, his lifelines out of the storm. In June 2025, after months of silence, Justin broke through with a message that felt like a breath of fresh air. Healing isn't linear, but I'm on the path. Thanks for sticking with me. That one line sparked hope, a crack of light in what seemed like endless darkness. For a man who once ruled the charts and headlines with chart-topping singles and wild controversies, it was a moment of raw, human vulnerability. So where does this leave us? At a crossroads. A global superstar who conquered the world as a teen, only to fall hard under the crushing weight of fame and personal battles. He's fought his demons openly, stumbled in public, but somehow, against the odds, he keeps standing. The ghosts of Jelena still linger, haunting both fans and headlines. The future of Hailey remains tangled in uncertainty, wrapped in silence and speculation. But one thing is crystal clear: Justin Bieber's story is far from finished. From a small-town kid uploading cover songs on YouTube to a man wrestling with the burdens of fame, love, and identity, Justin's journey reflects a universal truth. Fame can lift you to unimaginable heights, but it can also break you in ways the world rarely sees. What happens next? Will this chapter end in redemption or another heartbreak? Only time, and maybe his next album, will reveal the truth behind the headlines. If you've been captivated by this deep dive into Justin Bieber's life, his triumphs, controversies, heartbreaks, and the raw honesty in between, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more celebrity stories that peel back the curtain like this one. And now it's your turn. Who do you want me to cover next? Drop your suggestions below and let's keep exploring the lives behind the fame together.